you can keep an eye on the bookstores for those graphic novels. Now, Rakshanda, we are in Sabz Burj, right?
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about the place?
Sabz Burj is an early Mughal building.
Okay.
We don't know who lies buried here, but we do know that it was built sometime in the early part of the Mughal empire. And what is interesting is that it is an octagon with 4 small flats and 4 larger ones.
Okay.
And there's still some very stunning red paintwork on the sides, which you can still see.
Oh, that's great. You were telling me that you used to stay in Nizamuddin East. So,
Yeah.
how old were you when you shifted out?
I was in school and I used to live in Nizamuddin and cycle on my way to DPS Mathura Road.
So, what is the difference that you've seen? I mean, I'm sure you've seen it like
Yes,
over
it's
30
changed
years.
enormously. I remember when I used to cycle to school, there were still some of these stunning blue tiles that were there.
Huh.
And at some point, I think in the early 70s, they peeled those off in the course of one of those restoration drives, as they call them. And they put these awful bathroom tiles in that place.
The ones that are on the
The
top
ones that are
we
there
see.
now, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
so-
And the ones that were there originally were the hand-fired original blue, azure blue tiles.
So that was completely different, of course.
It looked
That
stunning.
was
It looked very different.
Very different. So that's some high quality craftsmanship that we can see here. And talking about craftsmanship, let's go over to this woman who makes lovely shoes according to your horoscope.
Everyone knows about custom-made shoes and what a luxury they are. So why talk about another shoe manufacturer? Well, because this time it's different. These shoes are Zodiac shoes made for your feet and fate. And the brainchild behind this is the young and enterprising Swati Mehrotra.
Well, I'm with Swati at her studio cum factory, and I'm really curious to know how these shoes are made. Swati, to begin with, when people are growing up, they think of different professions. What made you think that, okay, when I start my career, I'm going to start with shoes?
I tried my hand on paintings, on drawings and making clothes, etc. But you know, one fine day when my father told me that shoes are the best medium to judge somebody's characteristics or personality, I thought, why not just try my hand on shoes?
What about shoes with horoscopes in the detailing? I mean, where did you get that idea from? It's pretty unusual to think of something like that.
You know, I have always been fascinated by this astrological things and all, you know. Connecting two passions together was the idea that actually came to my mind.
So this sounds like a lot of fun, but how do you decide what color goes with what zodiac sign and if it's actually going to be beneficial for the person who's buying it?
See, the panel of astrologers, they actually got into the in-depth study of, deriving these colors which are best suited for a certain sun sign according to their planetary actions. For example, we are talking about Taurus. Taurus is a very hard-working sign. They always believe on hard works and giving something very positive out of it, some utility things. So we have derived the color of, sky and sea, and we have given a combination of white and blue to Taurians.
I'm in Swati's factory upstairs and there are some really good stuff. Swati, I'm in love with these pair of boots. So cute. And even these pumps over here, really, really gorgeous. So how do you go about retailing something as unusual as Zodiac shoes? Is it difficult or is it only made to order?
Retailing Zodiac shoes is not that as a difficult task to do, because we definitely have a lot of believers on sun signs and astrological factors. These shoes at present, the kind of designs which I have done right now, they are really selling like hotcakes for me.
We are right now at your factory. What all are the activities which take place over here?
One man is doing the upper thing, all the upper things, starting from the sketch to coming down the paper patterns to selecting the material, cutting and stitching it. Then we go down to the bottom section where we actually select the mold, the heel, the soles, etc. and give the final shape to the shoe.
Well, Swati, all this talk about shoes and zodiac sign has got me really curious. I'm a Sagittarius. What's the perfect fit for me?
You really very well depict all the aspects and all the characteristics of a Sagittarian.
Oh, okay.
So I believe that this shoe in purple and yellows will suit you the best. We have this, your sun sign, your identity.
The centaur over here.
Yeah, engraved on it. So really you will be identified as a Sagittarian.
As a Sagittarius, yeah. And there's a cute Saggy written in crystals over here, Swarovski. So purple and yellow are the colors for a Sagittarian.
Exactly. Yes.
Well, I found my perfect fit, well, at least according to my stars. If you want yours, then all you have to do is go to Swati Modo at Horsekhas Village and pick up your perfect pair.
So you know from where to get your pair of lucky shoes, and we are at Bade Batasha Mahal, right, Rakshanda? What is this place about? Who's buried here? And
Okay,
what
this
do you
is
think?
a building that was built sometime in 1603.
Okay.
And the man who lies buried here is a Mirza Muzaffar Ali Beg. The Mirza family was this powerful family of kingmakers. They were the power
Okay.
behind the throne
Okay.
during. And this man here is supposed to be the grandnephew of the Emperor Humayun.
Okay.
There's a very interesting plaque somewhere here that says he was the first fruit of the vine of desire. Meaning he was the firstborn
that's
of the
some
family.
nice poetry,
Yes,
yeah.
it is,
Yeah.
isn't it? And he was clearly an important person because this was a large
It's,
monument
yeah.
with 2 floors and some very intricate work done inside and a bit of red sandstone and marble and so on.
Okay. And what do we see now here is a lot of restoration work by
The
ESI, right?
All of these buildings are protected by the ESI. And now there's this difference between protection and restoration. But what
Yeah.
the ASI often does is that in the course of these so-called restoration drives, it just kind of puts, just to make a building look cleaner, it puts plaster on it.
Okay.
And what happens then is that all of the original paintwork,
Original
the
work is
original
lost.
fretwork is then gone forever.
So from the restoration of the buildings, let's go over to our next story, which is about this man who is not quite Dr. Prakash Kothari, but he is in a league of his own. This is Delhi's own Mojo Mia.
Daryaganj is one of the